Hey guys, welcome to another video of MaxiAspie. Sorry about the videos, they've not been as continuous, but I hope to get that back on track because I love making the videos. It's just finding the time I've found a bit difficult. But guys, I am now back. I'm going to be back doing weekly videos and giving advice and helping people and hopefully making a difference. So guys, in today's video I'm going to be speaking about things that I would like people to know about autism. So growing up, some of these things actually helped me, and it's just a few things, a few small things that people might not know about autism that actually helped me growing up and learning and all of that stuff. It really encouraged me and helped me do that. So number one, positive reinforcement is good. It brings the best out of somebody with autism. Punishments do not. And I still find that to this day. I'd much prefer somebody to say the things that I'm doing good and not, don't get me wrong, I still want them to say the things that I could improve on. But if you start off on a positive and go, this is good, this is good, this is good, and then you say, okay, but these are the areas I would really want you to improve in, it really feels helpful, because it's not like you're rubbish, you're rubbish, you're rubbish. It's more like you're good, but these are the things that we want to see improvements in. And that really helps me even to this day. Even growing up, that helped me. I'd much prefer a teacher to sit down and go, well done, you've done a really good job on that, instead of saying that's not good enough or that's not good enough. Positive reinforcement can just really help, and it encourages you actually, because you want to do good not only for yourself but for that person, because they're spending so much time giving you this positive reinforcement and saying, you're really good at this, that it can actually help you move forward. Number two, I'd say people with autism often do tell the truth. And what I mean by that is sometimes I've found in the past that can get me into trouble. I might say something without thinking about it and go, oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that. I find that you just say it how it is, and you don't mean anything malicious by it, you don't mean anything bad by it, but sometimes it just comes out of how we see it. And that, as I say, that has got me in trouble before, because there are things that you say, there are things that you don't, but we generally just tell the truth and see it for what it is. Number three, sensory issues are a huge distraction with people with autism. Now, sensory issues actually affect around 80% of people with autism. Luckily, I'm of the 20% that sensory, it doesn't affect me as much. Loud noises can, affect me, especially when I'm getting stressed. I often have to move away from a situation because, I can't deal with the noise and I can't deal with people around me. Simple things like shopping, if there's too many people, I can become disorientated because of the sensory overload, and I'm not really sure what someone is saying to me or what's really happening, and it can take me a little while to actually make my mind up on things. But they are a huge distraction with people with autism, and sometimes if that person is in school or at work, sometimes it's important to bear that in mind. They're dealing with a different environment, they're dealing with a busier environment, they're dealing with coming from a home which is probably more calmer and they feel more safe in, to going to school or work, which is a busier, different environment. You've got the travel going there as well. So there's a lot of things that people without the condition also do, but it's adding that into the frame of mind and being observant of that is actually saying, okay, well, this person has just gone from A to B. They might be stressed, they might feel uncomfortable, and when those situations happen, especially with the sensory overload, it's going to impact them. So how can we reduce that and make them feel comfortable? Number four, people with autism may need help with social interaction, but also someone with autism might need extra time processing language. As I said earlier, sometimes someone can say something at me and I become disorientated. I don't really understand what they're saying. They might need to put it in a different way. A really good example of getting around that is actually just written instructions. That can really help. I find something wrote down I will understand more than when it's said. But also, flip of the coin, I can often perceive text in a wrong way as well, like the tone and how it's meant to be taken. So sometimes I need to speak to that person as well. It's always flip of the coin. Instructions much better wrote down but also feedback on something or how am I doing. I often like to speak to the person because I can pick up on their body language, on their facial expressions, which also could be down to misinterpretation as well. Autism is a very lovely thing when it comes to interpreting something, but it's about being mindful that they might need that extra time to take in and absorb what you're saying to them. And social interactions can also be tricky because there is no guide on how to interact with one person. You know, you can only go off on the interests and what that person is like, and it's going to vary for every person. And that's the challenging thing. I always say with autism, it's like everyone's got the script and you're in a play and you're the only one without it. And that's often how it feels. So social interaction, it's not that we don't want to interact, it's just sometimes we don't know how to. At school, simple things to fix that. It's just like little friendship groups, getting people together, you know, kind of not forcing that interaction, but bringing the interaction together and having that structure there for them to do so. Number 5, someone with autism might get stuck on one particular subject. So often I will be doing 5 things at once, and I find 5 things at once will turn into one thing, and I will get so distracted and so determined on that. Time will go by and I'll think, oh, I was meant to do this, I was meant to do that. And it's about, again, being mindful that if they've spent 5 or 10 or 15, 20 minutes on one particular subject, it's just being mindful that actually, because it's invisible, you can't really see it, but you haven't got autism, you might get distracted on that one thing. And I still do that to this day. So again, I think the reason I want to speak about all these things is because they're things that I actually feel that people really need to know about autism. You know, those are the 5 things that I think if people knew about me, it would really, really help them to understand what kind of goes through my head and what I'm kind of struggling on a day-to-day basis with. So, and that's going to be varied for different people. So the message of this video is 5 things that I want people to know about autism. Is really 5 things I want people to know about how autism affects me. And there are going to be 5 things, even more, that I could think of that affect me. But just start with 5 things. Ask somebody 5 things that really, really you struggle with your autism. Let them list 5 things and work on them. Work on improving them, work on how to put things into place to support that person. Everyone's going to have their 5 things. And that was my 5 things I want people to know about autism. So guys, thank you for watching. Comment your 5 things down below. And if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up because it really helps me out. Subscribe if you want to see more autism related videos. And guys, thank you for watching. Take care. Goodbye for now.